everybody, welcome back to another weather forecast. I'm meteorologist Aiden Leisure, and today we still got a bit to talk about here. We still are in an active weather pattern, especially an active winter weather pattern. As you can see here by the extended graphic, we have our low pressure system that's leaving today, and then we also have this secondary low pressure system, and this looks like it's going to be a little more of a problem for the Chicagoland area. As you can see, it's going to be dumping snow over the weekend. We are not sure how much in terms of the totals, but we know that it is definitely going to come through on the weekend. As we get closer to the weekend, we're going to start to know a little more about how much snow we're going to be getting, how much ice, what it might be. As a result of that, we're going to be seeing a lot more in terms of information towards the weekend. The closer we get to the weekend, the name of the game though today in the Chicagoland area is that really nasty wind that we're having right now. We're seeing 25, 30 mile an hour sustained winds with gusts upwards to 45 and 50 miles an hour, and in some places may even exceed that. So that's going to mean there's going to be a ruthless wind chill, you guys. There's going to be a serious wind chill today. It is going to feel like in the single digits. So when you guys are reading the temperature on your phone today and you're on your weather app to see how cold it's going to be before you go outside, take a look at that feels like temperature and make sure you guys dress accordingly. Make sure when you're outside for long periods of time, you guys are wearing gloves, hats, anything to cover your face, really anything to protect from that really brutal cold if you guys are going to be out there for a while. So please make sure you guys are planning accordingly. And as well as if you are a trucker or somebody who's operating a high profile vehicle today, make sure you are in full control of your vehicle. Remember 10 and 2. Make sure you have complete control, and that also goes to the drivers around those vehicles, those drivers that are on the highway and see those semis driving north-south, especially north-south, as this wind coming from the west is really going to batter those high-profile vehicles. So make sure you guys are paying attention on the road, as these are real hazards that will probably happen in isolation today. So please be careful. And then into next weekend, we are going to be seeing those impacts from the next one. It's not going to be, nearly as windy or anything, but it will be dumping a lot of snow in the area. So we need to make sure we're being weather aware, especially if you guys are traveling during the backside of the Thanksgiving weekend here, especially Saturday and Sunday if you guys are on the road. Please make sure you guys are exercising caution when you're driving. It's not going to be impossible to drive, but it's going to require an extra amount of attention. So please be weather aware as we go through the week today. It's going to be kind of active. It may even be dangerous for some people. So please be careful if you really have to get somewhere. Please exercise caution. So let's take a look at the temperatures though. You can see here the Chicagoland area in the north pretty much not going to escape freezing today. It's going to be really cold, and this does not do it justice for how cold it's going to be. The wind chill temperatures, we're going to be seeing degrees, maybe 25 degrees below what it's stated. So if we have a 30-degree temperature here, it's going to feel like 5 degrees today, especially with that wind coming through. You guys are going to feel it, so please plan accordingly. It's going to be very cold in this area, especially up here towards Minnesota and North Dakota. You guys are kind of getting away from this low pressure system. A lot of the ferociousness of the wind came through last night and into this morning, and it's kind of going away now. But places like Wisconsin, Illinois, UP of Michigan, we're seeing places in Michigan also hitting those 50-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and it's going to be brutally cold. 10 to 15-foot waves over Lake Michigan, by the way, is what this wind speed will cause. So please exercise caution today. Tonight, we're definitely going to be way colder, though. You can see those light purples are going to be in the mid to low 20s down there in the Chicagoland area, as well as in the single digits up here in the Dakotas and even portions of western Minnesota, getting in on that. And then tomorrow, we're going to still stay really cold, as that wind is still going to be howling through. It's not going to be as bad. We may be seeing, isolated 30, 35, maybe a 40-mile-an-hour wind gust. It's going to be looking like, though, it's going to be on the lower side as this low-pressure system exits through the north and towards the east. We're going to be seeing that calm down, but we're still going to have a wind chill tomorrow as well. So please prepare accordingly. It's going to be very cold for these next couple of days here. And then up towards North Dakotas, obviously, you guys are much colder in those purple and pink temperatures. But you can see tomorrow night, it is probably going to be the coldest one yet. Probably going to be the coldest one since February, realistically. We're going to be looking at pretty much temperatures in the teens in some places, out more towards the west, towards Iowa, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, and then also in the 20s down there into the Chicagoland area. We're going to be seeing temperatures really cold, even some places breaking 20 degrees and going into the teens. So please prepare accordingly to the weather. Oswego, here is your 5-day forecast. You can see all of those blue numbers. That is ridiculous. It is going to remain freezing for the entire week. It will not go above freezing after today, and even now, It says it's 40 degrees. It's not 40 degrees. It is most likely 10 degrees, or at least when you get out there, it's going to feel like 10 degrees. And there is a bit of a flurrying going on right now. There's a bit of wintry precipitation kind of falling in the northern portions of Illinois. It's not something where it's going to accumulate, but it's just out there as it's going to fall. As water actually exits the clouds, it's freezing on the way down. So on the way up, it may be a little more cold, but then as those clouds eject that precipitation, it is starting out as rain and then freezing immediately as it hits lower portions of the atmosphere. So you guys, please be careful. Please be careful, especially since it's going to be so cold, and especially since it's going to be so windy today on Wednesday and Thursday, especially there. You guys, we're also going to have to keep an eye on this weekend snowstorm here. I don't believe it's going to be a full-blown blizzard, but it's definitely going to give us some travel impacts, especially if you guys are coming back from Thanksgiving. So please be weather aware and prepare accordingly. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next forecast.